Ellis, left side. 11 feet away. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
Doug McDermott.
McDermott's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his first
good job to take it right at
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
2 shots.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. And he sinks the second.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year, and you'd have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons.
Jimmy Butler.
Rose kicks to McDermott. The shot by Butler, nobody around. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Butler's got his first points in this one.
By Paul George.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night.
And for the Pacers against the East, they actually played the rest of the conference, Greg, very well with a 28-24 record, Clark, against the East.
The only team, Kevin, in the East with a winning record against the rest of the conference not to make the playoffs. Only went 10-19 against the playoff teams in the conference.
Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. They get it again. And Rahimi with the stuff.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Rose dishes to Gasol. Butler.
Assisted by.
And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. He can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
And not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
And Turner with a clear pass to the rim.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
No, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
First personal foul.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for McDermott.
Al Gasol.
And finished off by Gasol.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be. And, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted. Rebound is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Paul George.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Pacers foul.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy.
Jimmy Butler.
Mirotic is checked in
That's his
for the
first
Bulls.
personal foul.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight
Pacers
field goals
ball.
now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. George with the bucket.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Ellis with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Here's Dunleavy.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And again, no good by Chicago. Hill, no good. Tries it from 9. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Mahimi. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Pacers lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
Here's Rose. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for Indiana. They've got Ellis. Mahimi is out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George. And it's Hill in the 1 spot. Bulls trail by 7. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence is. Oh!
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George at the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
McDermott. And Turner with the block. The shot by George, wide open. And Indiana, another 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And they're able to recover. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gasol.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
And the shot is good. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has will go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Justin Holiday comes in for Doug McDermott. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice unflappable demeanor, too.
Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Monte Ellis.
Derrick Rose.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Bulls trail by 9. Pass to McDermott. And it's off from 3-point range. Lawson with it. Now defended by McDermott. Turner passes to Mahinmi. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Derrick Rose.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
And George, here we go. Kicks it to Turner. Good work defensively by Gasol. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Hill, no good. In transition, here come the Bulls. McDermott, no one around him. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light.
It's stolen by Rose. Here's Mirotic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Yeah, it's going to be on Miles Turner.
Nikola Mirotic.
Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Run like the rim for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Gasol is green on Hill. Rose kicks to Gasol. He got it up. and that's not going to go.